Welcome to Fears and Fortunes. This is season 5, episode 7. Yes, episode 7. We are here and we are so excited to be here. Oh my God, we have an amazing stream for you tonight. Some news, the amazing YoSkylerSeamour, aka Sky, could not be here, aka Una, by the way, could not be here tonight because they had an amazing opportunity they had to take advantage of tonight, and we support all of our players and we want them to follow their dreams. And so when things like this happen, we try to roll with the punches. We determined that tonight, oh, I am too quiet compared to the music. Yes, the music is very loud. Sorry about that. Gonna fix that. Okay. Much better. So yeah, but we determined that we could do tonight's episode minus Una. They have also prepped me for everything that they would do, including how far they would push things. So I am going to role play them to the best of my abilities. They have also made a decision that should the right circumstances come up, it was a question where they told me what they wanted to do, and I had to ask, are you sure? And they said yes. So if at some point you think that I'm being crazy or I'm setting up Una to fail, know that I did it with their explicit instructions and consent. There you go. All right. That's that. Let's dive into things. Before we begin, we have a couple of announcements. First, huge thank you to the amazing people from Forgotten Adventures who make this stream possible. It's thanks to them that we're able to be here and do all this amazing stuff. They're the ones who provide all the amazing battle maps, map assets, and tokens, the custom tokens of all our characters that we get to use. You're going to get to see some of the tokens tonight, once again, of the characters in their ball outfits. And big news, those tokens have actually just gone out and are now available for all Forgotten Adventure patrons to use in their games, along with a whole bunch of color varieties. It's absolutely wonderful. You should check it out. So again, thank you them. Other things. Speaking of Forgotten Adventures, one of the people from Forgotten Adventures, aka Android Grace, gave us fan art. They gave us so much fan art, actually, back when we did our ball episode and all the dramatic stuff after that, that we had to save up that fan art in a backlog. This is the final piece of that backlog that we have. And May is going to kill me because I haven't shared it sooner.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Gorgeous.
Okay.
Gorgeous.
Pretty. George, why would you do this to me?
Yeah, phone wallpaper immediately.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the Discord. Put it in the Discord, please. Put it in the Discord,
Sparkles
please.
in the sleeve, just the little
The
details
sparkles
are
in the
so
sleeve.
The glitter,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
pretty great.
The hair stuff, I didn't even notice all of
Our
that.
Discord go
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Absolutely incredible.
So dreamy.
For those who, by the way, love this amazing art, and those who remember, Android Grace is also the person who made all of the amazing art of our characters in the style of Hades and the video game Hades, and that art is now available on a t-shirt, which you can get at our store. I will go ahead and put the link for that in the chat right now. So if you're interested in getting some merchandise, it's an amazing shirt. I wore mine last week. May has hers showing up tomorrow, which is just a day late, but that's okay. We will have that for next week. Okay, let me go ahead and send that to everybody. I'll put that in the chat, and then, yeah. Feel free to purchase something. We also have amazing stickers, too. Where is the chat? There's the chat. Bam! There we go. That link is sent.
Too.
So just to let you know about that. Okay, last couple of things is we have some amazing comments. Usually I'm going to try to save these for the end of the episodes, but we only have a couple today, so I'll go ahead and jump into those. This one is from Saranahar, who wrote, "When I tell you this was harrowing to watch live, Oh my gods, excited to see what comes next, and huge thank you to everyone involved for an awesome show. That was on our episode 5. We never got to review those comments. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Glad you liked that episode. Then when we came back with episode 6, Misty Dawn said, "Glad you're back. I'm off to vote for Daniel. Good luck." Vote for Daniel for what? We'll get into that. But one last comment we got is from Nutty Meg 200, who wrote, "I haven't finished the episode yet, but Fable giving them stripes and telling them it makes them more sneaky reminds me of kids getting new shoes and saying it makes them run faster."
You're telling them my tricks.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for the comments. We really appreciate it. If you want your comment read, go ahead and post comments on our YouTube videos of the episodes once we upload them. We upload them the day after the stream, so you're not missing anything if you watch it on YouTube. Although, it's nice to be here and talk with us. That is everything. Now, about the Off to Vote for Daniel, what is that about? Well, I'm glad you asked. That is about the fact that we have been nominated for the Crit Awards. Our first nomination that we received this year was for Moz, who has been nominated for Best Villain in an Actual Play for the part she played in Fears and Fortunes last year of the Puppet Mistress, which it was absolutely phenomenal. Huge shout out to them. We really appreciate it. And as well, of course, Daniel was nominated for Best D&D player. Absolutely well deserved. I don't know if anyone saw the trailer that we put out today for tonight's episode. The audio that I had to work with, just amazing. I actually am listening to Daniel's, every time he gets into a monologue or he has a really dramatic scene, I have to remind myself to shut up because he's always cooking. And there's so much good stuff to work with. If I don't shut up, I'm gonna ruin it. So I have to back off, give him the space to make it into something great. And he does it so effortlessly. So Daniel, you absolutely deserve it, and I hope you win. Please go ahead and, if you're watching this, scan that QR code. It'll send you straight to the page where you need to vote. Vote for Daniel, vote for Moz, and then, if you could, vote for Defenders of Phandelver for Best Lyrical Song of the Year. That was a song that I wrote. I wrote the lyrics for, and then Arcane Anthems brought it to life. They are absolutely deserving of an award because that song is burned into my brain, and I love it. And finally, our channel has been nominated for Best Up-and-Coming Twitch Channel. This is the last year, I believe, that we can possibly win this. So please go ahead and vote for us. We'd really appreciate it. It'd be a huge milestone for us to win something like that. And hey, if we don't win, it's been absolutely amazing being nominated, but we'd appreciate all of your support all the same. Okay, that's everything for now. I think we're ready to jump into our episode. The party, last we played, decided to split up. In episode 7 of a 5-season-long D&D campaign, nearing the climax. They decided to split up. So yeah, let's go to the intro, and we'll be back right after that. Don't go anywhere.
Content warning. This series has themes of horror including but not limited to death, gore, trauma, insanity, violence, isolation, manipulation, fire, insects, and more. Some of these themes also involve children. Due to the actual play nature of the show, such themes may appear without warning. Please use discretion when watching live and find trigger warnings in the video description. All players consented to these themes prior to the campaign's start, and post-game check-ins are done every session. Please consider using safety tools if you play with these themes at home.
Worry in your mind, fear is how it starts. Unsure of what you'll find, it could tear you apart. You take a leap of chance, you break your mother's oath now. Macabre is the dance, and set free are the ghosts. Will a card save us here? Will it spell out our dooms? Only one thing is clear, we face fear. fortunes. Fears and fortunes, the cards don't ever lie. There's only 14 ghosts, but a million ways to die.
I like to step away. I like to take a brief respite.
We are back.
I like to
And we can
wander.
Turn off the happy music.
Thank God.
Make it sad.
No, not sad. We need
Dramatic?
I'm playing happy music at the dinner. Can you put on Girls
Dramatic.
Just Want to Have Fun Bardcore?
Oh, that'd be fun as hell.
No, I can't. I'll put on
I'm
camera
playing that
music if that's what you're playing.
No, I'm playing for the noble folk, George.
Okay, so no tavern music. Got it.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun for Sly and
well-
Philippa and Fable.
This one's a
On
bit
MaeLeFay.
quieter. Let's see.
Sly and Philippa are getting drunk. It's just shots.
Okay. We resume where we left off. The party has split up. Byron, Aaren, and Zoraius have head off to Oak Rim, or at least roughly around that area. We'll get into the specifics in a moment. They have headed off out of town using a teleport spell to investigate the Migesh Manor, the Migesh estate, which lies outside of the city of Bearport. And elsewhere, the rest of the party, mainly Sly, Fable, and Una, have gone to a dinner that they were invited to at the Brewer estate inside of Bearport, being hosted by the Migeshes. Philippa has arranged this party, and we will jump in right there. Here we are. You walk in, you are greeted by all of these nobilities, all of these nobles. Fable, you're shown to the music room where there is a harp and a piano waiting for you, along with a stocked bar. And in here, the prince has just shown up. Guards stand outside at the ready. One would probably, let me grab one. One would probably enter the room with him. There we go. We'll just put this guy right there.
Sly, are we in a psychic link? The three of us?
I believe we would be, but she hasn't started it yet. So I can start that the second that we enter the room. I think mostly because I would be checking to see if anything pinged for Una. I saw them cast that kind of like watery scope mist spell looking for good or evil. So I think I'm checking in to see if they notice anything. And I'm letting Fable know that we have the link open. Oh, I don't know how long it lasts. I will roll for it. But yes, I'm opening up a psychic link.
You open up that
Okay.
psychic link. Una would tell you, Sly, there must be something wrong. I don't detect any evil here, but I know there's evil here.
Okay. How do you know?
Sly, we've talked about this. You don't trust them still, do you?
No, I just am looking for where we should be looking. And if there's no one dead in here and no Fae in here, I'm a little worried about where we should be looking. And with all these eyes, I'm not sure we can get anyone to look anywhere else for a while.
I'll keep checking, perhaps I can create a distraction.
Oh boy.
I said
George, I have
that
a question.
assuming that you would stop them. If you're not going to,
Yeah.
I'm happy to have them make a distraction.
I was going to, I just saw that Fable seemed like they were going to say something.
Sure.
If you
All
don't stop him, I will stop him.
Either or, whoever. We're just in the mind like you got this one, I got this one. I just wanted to ask can I do my counter charm in the mind link?
No.
Like if I was
Counter
just
charm-
singing?
Counter charm.
Because technically they have to hear it, right? The wording is any friendly creatures within 30 feet that can hear you, and they would be within about 30 feet too, or I could try to stay near.
I like what you're proposing. Now, normally,
I
no.
was like gonna do my warm up, and but they hear me, like I'm sound checking, but it's just so that they have the song already going in their head.
Well, you have two options. You can either go play music, and the music you're playing is counter charm, which, if so, it would affect everybody who can hear it, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. That's one option. If you want it to be more discreet than that, I would say, in theory, Fable, using a mind link, if you want to, mentally hum the tune to them, but if you do that, there's going to be a requirement. One, any performance checks you make while doing that are at disadvantage, because you would essentially be playing two songs at once. The other thing is when they are, if something comes up where they're going to be charmed or frightened, you will have to roll a performance check to maintain counter charm and not mess it up. So it's up to you how you want to do this.
I guess I was thinking, because I thought I was in here I thought they were coming into this room with the instruments after they dine and stuff. So I just wanted something to be happening. If I'm in a separate room, I still want them to hear even during dinner.
Will carry. That's sort of what it's all for.
Okay.
If you play here, they're gonna hear it in the dining room and everything. Dining room, by the way, is right over here.
Gotcha. I think then in that case, I'm just gonna do the song, but I would start playing as soon as I'm able, whether that's doing my sound check or just getting actually started. It's not as far as Fable knows, it's not a spell or something that she's casting, so I don't think it's just detectable on its own. So I think I'm gonna start with just doing
I would say it's not detectable.
The instrument.
Yeah. Rather,
then everyone can have it. I was gonna do it to the.
Let's say someone was to be trying to charm someone. At some point, when the charms keep failing, they would know that music is distracting, and that would be bothersome. But they're not going to know that you're intentionally doing it.
Okay, and I can choose my friendly target. So I was thinking I'm just focused on Sly and Una, and I'm gonna throw the prince in there. We don't need a prince charmed against us. No other reason.
Hi, I've returned. Okay. And let me just double check and make sure the battle map didn't freeze as well. There we go. Okay. So you're playing that music in there. Wonderful. Note it. Is there anything, Sly, you want to do? And again, is anyone stopping Una from making a distraction?
That's what Sly wants to do.
Okay.
I think Sly just says, oh boy, no, I think for distraction purposes, Fable's got it handled with the performance side. I think maybe now we just keep our eyes peeled, see what we can learn, see if anything that we can glean here could be helpful when Aaren and Zoraius and Byron get back.
I will keep my eyes peeled.
Okay. And as soon as you're ready to drop that, you can. So I
Okay.
won't tell them to, but we'll let them know they don't have to stay like that. And is it possible I think I'm just gonna walk over to Alden to greet him.
Sly, wonderful to see you here. I've been seeing you've been getting along well with Philippa. That's so nice to see.
Yeah, she's very impressive. Thank you for having me. It's one of my first big fancy dinners, so I'm excited.
Well, it's not quite the ball, but yes, it is, I would say, more intimate and less noisy.
So are any of these people your friends?
Yes. They start going around the room, and you get like formal introductions to people, but for the purposes of sort of making it easier, I'll just remind you about some of these people and who they are.
Sure.
You recognize these two. That is Royce Calgary and his wife, Sienna. They are both, he's the one who runs the paper. And then you see next to you is Retina Oakins and their partner, Wilrick Oakins, across from them on the couch. The Oakins are the ones who, they're the nobility from Oakrim. And they've spoke to you at the ball. Very excited to see you and very proud of you. You probably know them on a more familiar level. I don't know if you... I would say that they're probably a little bit more in touch with the community out in Oakrim, but they are still nobles. So you can decide how much you were like friends with them or something like that, but they highly respect you. Elsewhere, right here is Severick Brewer, who you've met previously at the carnival and stuff like that. Then there is Julius Amandi. That is the half-orc. The Amandi name you recognize. You think you met their parents at the ball. Obviously, you know the prince. And then lastly is over here Sir Lunette Calipert. That's how you're introduced to them. Sir Lunette, you can just tell by the way they carry themselves. This woman is a knight. And they carry that title with them. And yeah, so everyone here quite esteemed and respectable. And of course, you know Philippa and Alden. Anyone you want to talk to specifically or ask about?
As I'm formally introduced around the room, what I'd very much like to do is check to see if I see any marks like we found on Zoraius, and I think also Fable at some point. The if you're bitten 3 times, I would like to look to see, as I'm just saying hello, just see if I see any of those marks noticeable on anyone in this room that I'm being introduced to.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Okie dokie. $28.
Well, oh, it didn't go through. Okay. Weird. That's
Did it
fine.
not?
Not on my end, but that's okay. 28. That's crazy high. It takes you a while, especially because a lot of these people are taller than you. But keeping your eye on it throughout the evening, you do see someone here has a bite mark. It's barely noticeable. You're almost certain, though, it's a bite mark, and it's on Severick Brewer.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. They are staying here after all. Okay, I will make that known in the mind link to both Fable and to Una, and I would nudge Fable to consider, I would ask in the mind link, should we protect Lord Brewer from being charmed too? It seems like they may already be at a disadvantage, but I don't want to open a mind link with him.
If you recommend it, then I'll include him. The target, or the people, just need to be friendly to me. So if I choose them to be, then they are. You think yes?
I think yes.
Done.
Thanks, Fable. I think, I think the person I want to speak to the most would then probably be the knight.
Interesting. After Alden introduces you to around people in the room, I do need to also entertain some of the other guests. We'll speak more later in the evening, though.
I'm sure. Thank you,
I look
Alden.
forward to it. And they go to talk with others. You approach Sir Lunette Caliper.
Hello. Again.
Seer.
Hello. Yes, that's me. I was wondering how you know the brewers or the Mikeshes?
Do not all nobility know each other?
I don't know. I'm not noble.
The Migeshes and the brewers have invested in me and helped me make sure I get the best of training. They are,
Cool.
you could say, my sponsors.
Me too. Yeah.
Do you
And they have
compete?
Oh, no. I'm not. I am more of a contracted worker.
An adventurer. I respect
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Lots
It
of
must be
adventures.
hard to be out in the field, getting your hands wet with the muck and blood, and then be here in such refinement. Sorry, I say refinery. Why do I say that? Refinement. Do you find it difficult to dance in both worlds?
Yeah, for sure. I've already offended our gracious host on accident by extending an invitation for a performer. It was completely by accident, but I find I am often stumbling over what is expected in places like this.
No, it makes sense. I completely understand. You brought allies to a battle. That only makes sense. It's hard to remind ourselves that we are not always in battle. Certainly not here.
Yeah, I guess everything can feel like a battle when you're used to fighting for your life. But I look forward to having that not be the case tonight. How long have the Migeshes been your patron?
Philippa took interest in me. I think she respects other strong women like yourself. They've been investing in me for 10 years now.
10 years. 10 years. That's a long time. So you've been training that whole time.
Oh, yes.
And
Yes.
you compete.
Have you not seen me?
I would love to.
You should come to a
But-
joust sometime.
Whoa. I think Sly is
Sly just dumbstruck.
wide eyes. This is the coolest thing she's ever heard. And she's trying to keep her eye on the prize and lock in. However, it's everything she ever wanted to be. This is like the first time she met Lucian and he showed her his sword. It's very hard not to feel admiration of someone who's worked so hard to become so good at something that takes that level of discipline and dedication. And she says, well, I don't know if there are seating arrangements in the dining room or if that's not the case in a fancy house like this, but if there isn't,
I'd love to sit next to you at dinner and continue our talk. I would love to hear about the joust.
I think that can be arranged. Generally, at these type of functions, they separate all of the people who came together. That way, everyone has someone new to talk to.
Well, that's actually a custom I think I can get behind. Everyone's a friend if you let them be.
Well, the Megeshes are good at that, making friends.
Well, then I'm glad I'm here.
Anyone else want to do anything? Fable, if you have anything. Or, of course, Nick, Philippa, if you have anything.
I think Philippa's watching Sly's conversation with Sir Lucian in like a passing way, and I'm seeing them get along. It's a wonderful boon to me as a host that I put the right people in the right room together. It makes me very proud of myself. I made my way over to the prince. I'm just kind of talking passingly. Is there anything interesting in the conversation that Philippa is, as she's drifting around to various different little groups? Anything of note?
You were probably hearing from the prince about their investigations into the painting that has gone missing.
Oh, yes.
And the prince is excited for this evening and very interested to see how everyone gets along, as you have a very eclectic group of people here.
The Calgarys are, of course, sitting near, so they're overhearing the conversation. I would turn to Lord Calgary. As someone who has the thumb on the pulse of everything in the city, what do you think happened with, a heist, as I turn back to the prince? My father truly loved that painting at Alden's elsewhere in a conversation. I'm not trying to get his attention, but
I think we all have esteem for the painting. We have several relatives, the nobility, has several relatives in that painting, but I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of it. I have my own suspicions, but I dare not point fingers. And they look at the prince. There's like a glance between them, and the prince sort of doesn't acknowledge it.
I will curtsy to the prince, and I will go conspiratorially and sit right next to Lord Calgary. It's like, well, we're amongst friends, and you needn't speak loudly.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, Lord. Time to find her stat block once more. Okay.
Let's see what we got.
Oh, 21.
Nice.
I don't even know what my persuasion is. I was just rolling with my charisma.
So it's probably higher than with your proficiency bonus.
Most likely, yeah. Well, my stat block doesn't have it necessarily, so I was rolling with that. 21.
21. Royce indicates... Well, in truth, I know exactly who took it. That is a matter for the prince to deal with, though.
Truly.
Though it would seem, if you don't mind me saying, you have someone out there speaking slander about you.
Well.
Nothing we've taken seriously, though. I would not worry. You are in good hands, and they proceed to be just too close to you in the way that Royce just generally is with people.
Isn't it always? I put my hand on his hand, and I give it a little squeeze. Truly, the best hands to be in. You and I must speak. Especially if, and I glance at the prince out of the corner of my eye. Does he look like happy to be here, bored, or slightly nervous?
The prince? No, he seems The prince carries himself, he has that air of looking casual and looking happy. He's a politician. So he's carrying himself, but you also can see past that and just know that this is also business for him. He's still at work. But you also see he makes his way over to Sly.
I take Lord Calgary's hand and very clearly place it back on his lap and give it a little pat as I let it go. I do appreciate your service to this house. It's never been forgotten. You
Thank
and I
you,
will have to
Philippa.
speak later. I give a nod to his wife. Is she, who's she looking at this party?
You've noticed that she can't get her eyes off of Sir Lunette Calipert.
And of the way. I note, of course, and I will proceed to get up and make my way to. We're all in the room and no one's enjoying the lovely playing, so I'm gonna go make my way over to where our surprise performer of the night is.
Okay, you make your way over there. Just as the prince is approaching Sly, delighted to see you brought Fable. Seer.
In Okram, it's actually really usual and normal to bring along someone who can provide some entertainment. I didn't mean to cause a fuss or make anybody uncomfortable.
You don't need to explain yourself to me. I'm well aware of Okram's customs. Are you doing all right? I must say I was shocked to see how things ended at the ball for you all.
You have a nice jail cell, though.
I'm sorry. Jail cell?
Yeah,
Oh.
your dad, me and worked out this deal where he put me in jail for a little bit.
Yes. Yes, I will say you are quite adept at politicking. I think
Are you sure?
Very much so. I think you've smoothed things over very well with my father. I'm more so speaking, though, not about the business that happened yesterday. I more meant the ball, the mist. They lean in close to you. Was that Lucian I saw?
What? Okay. Sorry, I had to do that as Meadow. Please hold. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
it was a big scene. A whole group of people suddenly vanished into a fog of mist in the middle of a ball.
Fine. Sly looks a little startled and blinks a bit and says, the cards are still working in very strange ways, and I'm still trying to figure it out, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Lucian.
I feel like the prince, and maybe I'm just doubting myself on even thinking about this. I feel like the prince absolutely knows about Lucian being in the card due to Byron. I don't think that's something Byron would have hidden from them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Are you able to release things from the cards at will?
Why? Is there a particular spirit you're interested in meeting?
Lucian was an old friend. In some ways, he was like a second father figure to me. I respected him. It would be nice to see him again.
I would very much like to bring back the version of Lucian that you're thinking of right now. But I need you to know that he's not that right now. And so I'm working on it. And you have my word. If I ever get Lucian back to himself, and he would like to meet anyone, he kind of hates people, then I will ensure you get to see him again.
You can choose whether you want to make a persuasion check to reassure them or a deception check to hide your own grief.
Oof. Well, that's a painful thing to say to someone.
Politics, man.
Yeah, that'll be I think a 2 on the die. So
Mhm.
so I guess a 16 with my
Kiss that
reliable
brick.
talent.
Which one did you go with? Persuasion or deception?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
16 persuasion. Good luck.
I trust you, Seer. Though I have many questions, I trust you.
You know, I would really like to trust you back, and I have just as many questions. So if you ever want to set up a meeting that's not, I don't know, under the watchful eye of your father or mine, maybe we could do that and talk about working together to make a lot of this better.
I tried many times to make that happen. I believe you and Aaren refer to it as breaking and entering.
You did, though.
It's not easy to get out from under my father's eye.
It's not easy to extend an olive branch to a prince I don't trust. I'm trying here. You want to try with me?
I think we've both been trying for a very long time, but I'm happy to continue to do so.
Cool. You can't sit next to me. I'm gonna sit next to the knight.
I believe you'll be probably sitting next to 2 people.
Oh, do you want to be the other person? I was gonna save my
believe
seat for...
Philippa has a seating chart already planned.
Okay. But I think you're just too caught up in the royal stuff. Be a lot easier to trust if you weren't like this all the time.
And she just like straightens her back. Nothing about her changes except for the fact that she like fixes her posture.
Don't I know it? With that, we will jump over elsewhere.
Where the
To
bomb squad at?
boys.
Where the boys at? Where the boys
And my
at?
fiance.
Real quick, I want to give us some geography real quick. Oh, and by the way, I can go ahead and get rid of... can I?
Fire.
You're erasing a whole town, George?
No.
You
I was going to
monster.
update the
Tonight,
house.
Una
It's no
is
longer
like
burning.
one of the girls, and Pepper is one of the boys.
I will fix this
Aw,
house
that's
later.
sweet.
But I want
God,
to
why can't we just go on a girls' night and go clubbing? I'll do
George,
that.
why are you burning the Seer's house again?
A little B&E with my fiance.
as I said, I'll update the Seer's house later. Just to give
weirder
you some
ways of
geography.
foreplay.
So, you guys are in Barrowport. Here's Oakrim. Here's the Seer's house. To give you an idea of where the Migeshes are, they are out in this area right here. And so they are not too far from the Prenwood. And there are some like forests and groves and things like that over in this area. There's also a village which isn't quite big enough to end up on your map. So they're roughly in this area. So you guys did not teleport there. You teleported to Oakrim, or like the outside of Oakrim near the Seer's house. Other than getting the painting, is there anything special you guys do at the Seer's house?
I can't think of anything.
No. How far away is how far along are they into construction?
Construction looks like it's done. In fact, you see, you like Jimmy the lock. This place isn't that heavily secured. You Jimmy the lock, so I'm not going to have you roll a lock picking check for it. But getting inside,
I don't actually.
Oh, you
think
don't.
Aaren would open it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think he would check with Pepper, but unless they wanted to go in and see, I think he'd be like, maybe the first time we should enter is when
My assumption is the
everyone's
painting
here.
is inside the building, not sitting on the doorstep.
Gotcha.
Well, I can go in for you, and you can still hold that measure of
Sure.
Catholicism. Yeah.
Appreciate it, Zoraius.
Yeah, of course. I just looked at the window. I'm going to Misty step in.
You misty step in, you grab the painting, you see that there is a area where there are several paintings and like newspaper clippings. It is sort of like as they rebuilt it, they also did so thinking about this being a historical landmark and the history in it. So there's sort of like an area of the house that's sort of devoted, almost like if Pepper doesn't move in, the town might use this place as a tourist trap almost, or at least as a museum. So you see something like that set up, but otherwise, it's missing a lot of the warm comfort of well, actually, Zoraius, you wouldn't even know that because you never lived here. You've never been here before it was burned down.
Yeah, I think there is a moment, though, where Zoraius looks around this homestead, this kind of empty shell of where Sly and Pepper used to live, and for a moment just imagines what it would be like to grow up here, what it would be like to be tiny and come down the stairs and to round the banister, and what it would be like to look around the corner of a wall to spy on parents and the mischief. And in that moment of him like holding the painting under his arm, he kind of looks around and just breathes in a heavy breath through his nose and out through his mouth and shakes his head. Got it. Here I come. He'll go out the back door to meet up with Aaren and then.
Okay, so I think if we, I can cast fly on two of us if we want to try to get to their manor. Sorry, teleport isn't an exact science if I don't have a teleportation circle, so...
Right, and I can cast fly on myself.
Very good. Let's get to it then.
Yep, and I think he just picks up Pepper. He has his wheel of stars. It begins to spin. He casts fly on himself.
Oh,
and
that's
just...
right, yeah. Pepper's with you. Pepper...
Why did we bring Pepper?
Pepper would have...
Can't leave her home alone.
Let me roll for it. You would see Pepper, after Zoraius Misty steps in, Pepper would go and you see her go up to the lock and she pulls out a bobby pin and plays with it a little bit. And then as she's playing with it, there's a moment she like struggles and you see just a little flash of her psionics and the door does open. And she just strolls in.
All right.
Oh, hello, Pepper.
She's looking around and just sort of appreciating everything that's done. It doesn't have the same warmth to it, but they definitely tried.
Pepper, the warmth in a home is not brought by the walls, but by the people within it. It will return.
I know. But thank you. She does, for a moment, look at all of the, like the historical things on the wall, and she looks and thinks about it. She looks up at you, Aaren. They're gonna need more walls.
Yeah. I think he still doesn't go in, even though Pepper goes in. Because the last time he was here was with Sly when it burned down.
She
And
would
I
look
think
quizzically
there's
at you standing at the door. Aaren, it's my house. You can come in.
I know, I just... The way I left was out of here with Sly. I don't want to be the first time I step back in here is with Sly. That's all. So, cap off this whole adventure.
I knew at some point you'd bring my baby girl home. I look forward to seeing that.
Yeah.
With that, that's not quite the music change I wanted. One moment. With that, you guys head off, leaving the Seer's house behind and heading to the Migesh estate. Out on the edge of a forest, away from the small village, a 3-story tall mansion stands, and it's not as elegant as the noble estates in Barrowport, but it is rich in history, and you can see this place stands. Parts of it look almost like a castle. And as you guys approach, you would see... One moment. You would see a few things for you to choose to interact with or not. Your choice. Where is... Here we go. There we are. You would see... So there's the 3 floors, one of which is like almost like an attic, but you can tell that it's probably furnished up there. So not exactly an attic. You see that there is also an area for a carriage house and stable. You can see is currently shut, but you can see where horses have come in and out of this area. You also see there's trails leading from the house, one to the village, but then another that leads into the forest. Is there anywhere you guys would like to start with your investigation?
Yeah, I think before we move further, cloaking up, putting on masks. All right, now remember, we are looking for anything that could possibly act as evidence on the legal side, something old, suspicious, ancient, hints at vampirism, that sort of thing. Something that can corroborate our story. If not, we're looking for something coffin-like, something that a vampire may want to rest in. So something that might lead to a secret room, cellar, graveside.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure, but...
Aaren, Question.
Yeah.
If we find a coffin, should we just, like, I don't know, tear it apart,
Open it?
burn it? No.
We don't want to do that yet. Now, I'm going to be honest. Vampires are not my expertise. They are not my forte. That's probably my brother's territory. However, if you see something, say something. And we'll just go from there if we actually do find it. And we'll strategize. But be wary. Look out for traps of the booby kind, runes, any of the sort that might surveillance, something, just in case.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get detect magic up then.
Sounds good. And I think he'll do the same, and he will summon his echo through the window of the first floor and use his ability that he's never used before, which is his ability to see through the eyes of his echo and control it from up to 1,000 feet away from him. So he is walking, I think he'll go for the attic then.
First, both of you give me a stealth check. This is just for your approach to see if you get spotted by anybody.
That's a natural 20 for a 29.
Very nice.
That's a natural 5 for an 8. I figured if I said it in the same inflection that it would sound just as impressive.
Damn.
Okay, noted. Aaren, give me another stealth check. This is for you. Actually, you know what? With a nat 20, I'm just going to wave that one away. You look and you keep a keen eye out. Also, where's MaeLeFay? Is MaeLeFay here with you guys?
I think he would be here. I think he would be on top of the house as like the lookout for anything suspicious, and we'll caca.
In that case, Zoraius, go ahead and roll your stealth check one more time. And we'll take the advantage of the two since there is a lookout.
That's 2 for a 5.
It was almost a nat 20. Yeah. So we'll go with 8. Aaren, you send your echo into the house. So you're perceiving through their eyes.
I got boobs, man. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
We can hear them clip-clopping downstairs.
Where would you like to go inside the house, Aaren?
I think he'll start top down because I believe Zoraius is already in here, clopping around. So
did Zoraius
I think
go in? That was my next question. Was going to be
go?
Zoraius. Where are you heading to first?
Oh, wherever it is, it's audible. Probably just the front door at this point.
Okay. And you guys, how are you disguised again? You said masks and cloaks?
Yeah, just the big old, just hooded figures in the dark, a la Aragorn, in the beginning of the Fellowship, obscured visage.
I borrowed some scarves and fabric from Fable, so I don't know how dark and gray
Yeah, they're
they
like
are.
dark
But
purples and stuff.
Sparkly.
I'm like a patchwork burglar.
Got the
I like the
Batman.
idea that we're at dinner and it's like 5 o'clock and it's still bright outside and you guys are all dark.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
Okay. I'm also realizing a slight issue I will have to adjust here, which is that the art I have of the location is daytime, but you guys are clearly, and they're at a dinner, so the sun is setting, so it is, I would say, dusk as you guys approach. As you do, okay, Byron is going to grab you, Zoraius, and cast invisibility Okay, look, I can make you not visible, but you're gonna have to do something about those. Do you have, I don't know, like mittens or something you can put on them, like something to cushion them? Pointing to your hooves.
Talking about my feet, Byron. Byron, listen, I'm trying my best out here.
Okay, well, you gotta try harder. They're like bickering with you as you guys creep up to the door. We should probably go. We can probably get in from somewhere on the side, or show the front door is what we want to do here.
I mean, we could just we could DD into it.
Okay. Think. Yeah. Okay. That room right there, and he gestures to a place. I'm pretty sure, based on what I've been able to find last time I was here, that shouldn't be anyone up there. Go ahead, and he'll describe that, and I'm just gonna roll a luck check. Okay.
And y'all didn't want me to unlock the front?
Up
to you.
Yeah,
That's what you're gonna unlock the front?
Yeah, I'm just saying I could. My very stealthy Echo is inside walking around.
Okay.
And can still interact with things if y'all wanted to.
Your Echo's in. Byron just thinks that going into the front door is that is where they would be expecting anyone to enter their home.
Right.
But if you want to say no, go through the front door, that's up to you.
Listen, no, you guys got it. I believe in y'all.
Out of character, James is hoping that we get a short rest between these B&Es. So I can DD a couple times, assuming we can take a leisurely stroll occasionally. Who knows?
All right, let's go.
Mid-air short rest. Sorry.
So, Zoraius, are you dimension dooring, or are you walking through the front door? Front door or dimension door?
Hold please. Okay. Hold please.
He's rolling for it.
Okay. Yep. I'm going through the front door.
Byron's like, no. Okay. Aaren, you unlock the front door. You guys enter. Both of you make stealth checks.
I'm invisible, so I get advantage, right?
Me again?
Yes. This is for as you guys wander around, and yes, Zoraius, you have advantage.
That's
a
6
and a 3 for a 9.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Yeah.
This is going so bad.
Well,
I can't believe.
Invisible Goat Boy is fucking rolling like hot garbage. Is
remind
there
us
a
that
horse in the house?
I need this to be clear. The 8.5 foot tall dragonborn is
so I want to clarify a few things. One, Zoraius is blind, by the way. Actually, I don't know if we've ever showed the art that we got updated.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Zoraius, by the way, is blind.
Byron's pointing up at an area of the room, house that I cannot see. It's like I can see the front door.
That's great. So you go into the front door. Meanwhile, Pepper is behind. She's still out on the edge of this property with Aaren. So Aaren, while you're looking through your Echo's eyes, she's watching out for you in case something comes up behind you or something. As you guys enter the estate, give me one moment. Here we are. As you enter the estate, the first thing you will see as you look around is there's several portraits of various family members decorating the like the atrium and the main hall, and you see up at the stairs that go up to the second floor. There's more paintings up there on the wall as well. And the first one you would come across is of Lord Lydia Migesh and her husband, Lord Alden Dunnock Migesh, which Byron would point out to you. And those there, that's their like great ancestor or something like that. Hold on a second. It starts. That's the oldest of the family line that we've been able to trace back, at least what's on record.
George, how similarly do they look to just Alden and Philippa?
I would say that you're going to need to cast some kind of spell or use something for you to be able to figure that out, since you
I
cannot
do have
see.
detect magic up.
You detect
true.
magic up.
I do have vision up to a certain range, but I don't have it
Can I check that?
very well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll slap a guidance on that.
Yeah.
Would this be a history?
Yeah, give me a history.
Man. Ooh. Let me throw a d4 on that. Just for the one time. 27.
Yeah, they are. One moment. You see, Lydia has black hair and is pale. She doesn't look like Philippa at all. The other person in the picture, Alden, he has brown hair, but he does look. Looking at them, you could see that there is a family resemblance. This looks like a younger Alden, or it's like when you see, like, there's the picture of Keanu Reeves, but he was in the Civil War, and it's like, no, that was just some guy who just really looks like. It's sort of like that.
Right. Okay. And you said were there any more photos?
Yeah, there's portraits all over the place. Give me
Portraits all over the place.
perception check or investigation.
Yeah, I
your
guess. Let me see here. I'll do investigation. But I think you'll just go around trying to find try to find similar things. Maybe like identifying markers of like certain facial expressions, or like none of them have like a beauty mark or a birthmark or anything like that, I don't think. But I think he's just looking for that sort of thing. Not great. That's an 8, unless someone wants to assist.
I can give you guidance.
Sure, I'll take a guidance.
Yeah, go for it. Let's see what guidance gives you. What you get? What guidance?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were wrong. My bad.
No.
I thought you were wrong. Gotcha.
What?
3. So that's
3.
for a total of 11.
Okay. One thing sticks out to you. There are many other portraits. The majority of them, actually, you look twice. All the paintings on the walls, other than this one of like the founding couple, all the other ones are all women. Okay, that one is Phoebe DeWitt, Helena Godfrey, Philomena Middleborn. Byron's going through them. The other thing you notice, and it's even with an 11, you spot this. there's like a you notice the family crest. Give me one moment while I pull that up. You notice the family crest. And you notice a lot of the women are wearing something like this. And you see it looks like this. Thank you, Android Grace, for making this awesome family crest for us, by the way.
Can I do a history check on that
Sure.
crest? And like maybe some of those elements that are popping up within it? Not great. Of course. I guess that's only a 10.
Okay.
I used all my good rolls to get in here.
One moment.
Maybe I have hope.
You've seen the crest before. With what you're looking at, you notice that it's been in the family this entire time. It hasn't undergone any changes or anything like that. One moment while I pull up the info on that.
George, you're killing us.
I'm killing you? Why am I killing you? Because of the buzz?
I'm gonna get wine for the second half.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Is that an option for the drinking game?
You're actually saving me because right now I'm drinking water, so I'm actually like really hydrated. Thank you. Thank you.
You see it has elm leaves and flowers on it. That's what you can tell it's made of, but you notice that it's like a branch of an elm tree or the blossom of an elm tree. But the other thing you notice is that it seems to be recurring as a necklace that all of these women are wearing in these paintings.
Would I know if those flowers grew around here?
You think probably, yeah. Yeah, you think so. I mean, with your history check, you would know that the outside, this area used to be completely thick with forest. It's like now you're on like the edges of it, but that's mainly because of like overlogging and stuff. This was one of the things that started the Pren War. So there may have been elm trees all over the place around this area. There still are some, but it may have been even more so before. With that, I would like you guys to roll a Zoraius, because you're making the most noise. Roll a d20 for me.
Yay. How about a 7?
A 7. You guys hear someone approaching. Someone walking down. They look like they are a house staff, and they're coming down the stairs. What do you do? James is making it clear what he wants to do.
I just...
Whoa, 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 whoa. You see the echoes? No. Let's see here. I think, can we see Pepper?
Pepper's next
From
to
a
you
window to
outside. Oh,
Next
if
to me
you like
outside.
dash to the window, I mean, you would see roughly where they are. Yeah, you're not that far away.
Okay, so I think he will peek through the window just to be able to see them, open up a mental link, and just say, "Hey, sweetheart, do you think you could cause some a little bit of ruckus outside? There's some staff in here, just to draw them away from the staircase."
What? Oh, we didn't talk about this. Okay.
It's all right. You can throw some rocks at a window, just like some pebbles.
you hear as a tree comes down from the forest. Is that enough?
Yeah, I think so.
Both
As
of
he
you make,
looks to see if that works.
both of you make stealth checks at advantage. There's a moment when they stop as if they hear Zoraius, as Zoraius, like, you back up on, like, one of your hooves, but then that crash happens. So you're going to get another shot at hiding.
28.
A 1 and a 6 for a 9. I've not rolled above 10. And I've rolled quite a few d20s.
I think we're going to take a break while I figure out what happens with a 9. A 9. I mean, a tree fell down, and that's a huge distraction, but a
It's
9?
unfortunate that the help
With
had to die
invisibility?
today. I mean,
Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in, like, 10 minutes or so. Don't go anywhere. I need to consult with a few people about what happens next.
Allstate doesn't cover this. Allstate doesn't cover this.
Allstate
Goddamn
doesn't
tree
cover-
my
yeah.
fucking front door.
Come back to see the consequences of their actions.
We'll be
How
back.
do I tell insurance about this? Who do I get involved? Your people?
That
You're
is
not
big
insurance.
coin.
None of you are insurance.
Really? They hired me again? But I thought that lemurs were a type of primate. That's why my joke didn't make sense. Seriously? Oh, shit. Hello, adventurers, and welcome back to the Forgotten Adventures recap. This month on the docket, we have flowers. Aw, you shouldn't have. And a navy. And a floating mage tower. I'm getting mixed signals. Let's get into it. This month, the FA Battle Maps team has brought us 4 new battle maps. Thank you very much, Battle Maps team, for your benevolence. My personal favorite is the Floating Mage Tower, a 3-story tower way up in the clouds for your wizard to just get away from it all. It is beautifully furnished and has a teleportation circle and a little teeny tiny airship if your party does want to visit, or drag the wizard out for a fireball or two, depending on the combat scenario. Now, if the furniture isn't your vibe, you have a version of the map that is completely devoid of all furniture for you to build up by yourself. And there's also another version of it where you can build the tower up yourself using the map building tools on MaeLeFay Nexus. But what if you're not a wizard? What if you're just a guy that likes to take things that definitely aren't yours and maybe sometimes gets into trouble with the law, but it's okay because you wear a lot of black and you're entertaining and sarcastic? Well, I would say to you that is oddly specific, and I would also say to you that you are most likely going to find yourself a resident at the East Gate Guard Outpost, a lovely little 2-story building that fits any old urban setting. It has about enough room for 6 people to be jailed comfortably, or 12 people to be jailed uncomfortably if you're bringing along all those NPCs that your party just keeps collecting. There is room for the guards to sleep and a lovely little tower for everyone to look out onto the beautiful sunset while your party rots in the prison. If your D&D party is in the desert and needs a place to rest, head on over to the Warm Stone Inn, a lovely little 1-story inn with about 27 different places to sleep, not including the floor. It has a lovely full dining area outside as well to enjoy all those beautiful desert winds. A kitchen as well. You just need to be careful about the people that end up burrowing in overnight. They might not be so excited to share the floor space with you. Previously, the FA Battle Maps team has released the Lakeside Village Ruin, a creepy locale for your party to explore through. Well, now you can see what the before version of that looked like, with the Lakeside Village full of life, fishermen at its docks, buildings bright and alive. It's so quaint and peaceful. It seems perfect for a wedding, right? Nothing bad could ever happen here. Right? Speaking of weddings, the asset team over on Forgotten Adventures has done what no boyfriend has ever done and got me a ton of bouquets to toss, including some vegetables as well as some farming tools to bring any garden to life. Now, if you're in need of new tokens, FA has you covered with 6 new dwarves, including clerics, archers, battle lords, and a battle queen. Slay! Literally slay. Need a token unique for you? The Battle Queen quite not cutting it for what you had envisioned? Well, good news. FA has added even more options to its token maker, including new sleeves, armor, skirts, boots, and more. If they keep this up, there's going to be absolutely nothing that you can't make on that token maker. I wish you could build me a new wardrobe. Currently, right now, I don't have near enough whimsy that my heart demands. And while I and the rest of the players on the FA live streams continue to beg, plead, and blackmail George into making a new pirate-themed D&D campaign, FA continues to bring that dream closer with a new Navy Adversary pack. Just the kind of thing that our pirate band would fight on the high seas. Right? On the topic of live streams, this month we finished up Season 4 of Defenders of Phandelver with a very dramatic final episode. I almost drowned in brain fluid, and we met a very hot new party member to replace Yarno. R.I.P. the man, the myth, the legend. Meanwhile, over on Fears and Fortunes, they met the devilishly wonderful vampire noble, played by yours truly. I know that currently, right now, I look like the guy that hangs out in the very back of a Magic the Gathering shop that may or may not be giving weird quests out, but I swear I play her brilliantly. Check out those shows and more on YouTube, as we are currently on break, but returning soon this month. George promises me. He swears. That's all for now. I might see you next month, but I'm not entirely sure they actually remembered the job I did last time when I was doing this one, so I guess we'll have to see if I'm a repeat performance.
I thought you were going.
Okay, we are back. A massive tree has just fallen down outside. Where is?
It's not Christmas.
We're
getting the Lorax involved.
And a servant of House Migesh has come downstairs, and they hear the crash, but also they absolutely hear Zoraius. They're going to make a perception check to see if they can find you. That is going to be, let's see. That is, so you rolled a 9.
Yeah.
And their passive is 14. And then they rolled a 13 plus 4. So they scan about the room, but they don't take any action. Then you hear movement, and you hear people coming down the steps. You guys are still keeping a low cover, but you see coming down the steps is this woman. And you also see this gentleman. Actually, one second, I'll adjust them a little bit. There we go. What was that? This gentleman says as he comes down, looking outside. A tree is apparently fallen outside. I'm not sure. No weather. What do you think it was? Some kind of rodent, or we should possibly send someone out to investigate. As they're discussing this, you see though this woman. She's wearing that same necklace that you've seen in all the paintings, with that crest on it that I mentioned before. And yeah, you see this gentleman with his red hair and sort of meek build. Byron recognizes them right away. Do you guys have any guesses on who these are?
Isn't this the newlywed one of the bunch?
Correct. You remember from Dunnick,
Yeah.
you remember from Byron's report. This is Dunnick Migesh, and this is his wife Annabelle. Specifically, Dunnick Alden Migesh.
I still have detect magic. Do I get a magical aura from that necklace?
No.
Okay. Got it. And so they're heading down. I rolled a 28.
Yes.
Is there any way still for me to sneak by them and start heading upstairs? Where they were coming down and then just slipping by to try to head to.
When you hear a baby crying upstairs, and you see her, I can't. I have to go take care of him. Let me know if this turns into anything that matters or anything. She goes upstairs, just sort of stressed. And yeah, you hear a baby crying upstairs. If you would still like to go upstairs, you may, but you also know Zoraius hasn't been completely stealthy here. Zoraius, meanwhile, that member of the house staff is approaching you.
Yeah.
How you doing?
How
I'm gonna roll a
close are
stealth
they
check
to
for
me?
Byron, by the way, who is also rolling at advantage because he's also invisible.
that boy's gonna lose his job.
He rolled a 19 plus whatever his stealth is, so he's good. His other roll was a 9 though, but he had advantage. A lot of 9s today.
Crap. This is a really risky play, but I think I will cast Greater Invisibility on myself to shake off Byron's invisibility.
Okay.
And then follow it up with Dominate Person. I need a Wisdom saving throw for the servant.
Followed up with Dominate Person?
Yep.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Is this with advantage?
No, actually. Because what's happening here is you're trying to get rid of invisibility. So you're casting a spell, losing invisibility, becoming greater invisibility. So that's just a flat stealth check to do that without being spotted.
Uh-huh.
And what'd you get?
Well, I was waiting for you to finish describing my stupidity.
Okay, all right.
Here we go. 17 plus 4, 21.
17 plus 4, 21. Okay, that's what you got on your end?
Yeah. Do you not see that?
Okay. All right. 17 plus 4. So you quickly do this. There's a moment when they like see just a glimmer of something.
Wait. No, I lied. No. It was 3 plus 3 for 6. I was scrolled up in the
That's
chat
what
log.
I got on my screen, and I thought maybe it just glitched.
No, I was scrolling up in the chat log earlier to look at the previous rolls where I failed, and I read one because I saw a die roll. No, I'm still
Okay.
doing bad. It's still
Got it.
canonical.
So you do this.
No, we
You
had a
drop
moment.
invisibility.
No,
while
just leave it. Just leave it.
casting Greater invisibility. There's a moment his eyes light up, as he
The
reacts.
servant?
Yes, and now
Yeah.
the most important part. I'm gonna need all of you. I'm gonna need you and Aaren. Hopefully we don't need this completely, but I'm gonna need you to both roll initiative.
Yep.
They rolled a 16.
I don't think initiative is on.
Just
You're right.
it would be dexterity, and if you have any bonuses, check your character sheet. Okay, Aaron's beating their
That's a
initiative.
27.
27. Jeez. Aaron's reacting before this person has a thought.
Mine's not rolling.
It's probably doesn't want to at this rate.
Yeah, I'll
It
just try
doesn't
normal
want to
d20 and
disappoint
add
you
3.
again.
Well, it's a natural 1 plus 3 for 4.
Should we go back to playing
At
that
a-
cafe game
At a
with these
certain
rules?
point, I don't feel liable. I'm sorry.
No.
Is he gonna
No,
pass
motherfucker.
away?
Motherfucker, you are liable. You're gonna have to kill this whole house to escape this embarrassment.
Aaron, you see this transpiring. Zoraius cast greater invisibility, and with your detect magic up, you can see Zoraius, and you can see them fumbling to cast another spell. But this person is reaching for a weapon and is rushing towards Zoraius.
Okay. Wow. What a time, huh? What a time.
Someone's also pointing out to me that you
To be
can't cast
alive.
Dominate Person and Greater Invisibility because they both require
what I thought.
concentration. So
I think their dice spoke for themselves.
Zoraius' next move was already doomed for
Well-
failure, possibly.
Yep.
Our cover is already
Okay.
blown. There's
Knowing
no.
hold on. Knowing
Zoraius
that
covers
Zoraius would have known that they were with concentration spells. James has been out of practice. I know we've done the rolls, but could I walk back the Dominate Person spell at least?
Well, you haven't done it yet.
True.
Basically, that's why I had you roll initiative, is that was going to be your turn. So if you want to do something different on your turn, you can. But the problem is he's already beaten you in initiative.
Copy.
I am going to... Our cover's already blown. There's no stopping this person without force. So if we're gonna go all the way, we might as well go bold. I would like to run upstairs, because you said Dunnick was heading upstairs to the baby's room.
Annabelle is.
Annabelle is?
Dunnick's still looking outside the window.
He's still looking outside the window. I will run upstairs to behind Annabelle. And say, don't turn around. And call off your guard down below. And I would like to try to
Y'all are the heroes,
intimidate
right?
them into cooperation.
Motherfucker.
One moment.
No,
And if
good
I
guy.
may,
We are the good guys, and as far as we know,
I
these
would-
could be vampires.
You're
We've not,
dressing
no more commentary.
We've
no
not
more
hurt them yet.
commentary. Can I
You're
just
just a
focus on the
black
moment? I would like to use either my strength or dex in place of my charisma to be for this stat instead.
Okay, give me one moment. This has gone to hell very fast. I think we're all very surprised at how quickly. Let's see.
At least we just hit 1,700 followers on our Twitch channel. Yeah.
Hey, thank you guys. We really appreciate it. You're following us as we go down in flames, and it means so much to us.
Hard
also to my
pivot.
fellow party members, I'm sorry, guys. These dice rolls are brutal.
I'm just at a party. You don't have to apologize to me.
Girls' night. Woo.
Girls' night.
Okay, Aaren. Yes, you can use. What did you want to use in place of your charisma?
Either my strength or dexterity, either because of my size of my imposing shadow or how quickly I arrive behind them and caught them off guard.
I'll give you dealer's choice. You pick whether it's like your speed with a blade or if it's just your overwhelming size.
I will go with dexterity, and it's me quickly approaching behind them. I have no weapons drawn, but it is just two of my knuckles behind their back to pretend like it's the hilt of a sword.
Yes. Okay. Give me that intimidation check. I don't even have a battle map because we didn't think this would be.
No. I'd like to spend part of my bar.
It's part of
to
your bar.
reroll that.
Okay. We'll go ahead and do that. Got it. All right. Part of your bar is spent.
No.
Do you want to
I
spend
got
another
a
part
2
of your
and
bar?
Yes. It was full
Okay.
last season. It's not now. I'll just spend it all. Let's do it.
Remember, chat, you can donate to
What
help.
is this dice roller? Jesus Christ!
Or you can
Okay.
donate to Philippa, and I can use them
now,
all.
now I don't feel too bad. Now it's not just me.
Okay, great. It's an 11.
An 11. You hear her, like, absolutely. This is a non-combatant, so they are immediately terrified. This person, you startle them. They are like gasping for breath, trying to process what you want them to do. This servant will go ahead and make an attack at disadvantage on Zoraius. That is going to be a whopping 11 to hit.
That misses.
So they miss as you are invisible, swinging a dagger at you. With that, Byron goes next. Byron will. Let's see. They are going to go ahead and cast. They're gonna grab you, Zoraius, and oh no, they can't do that. 1 second. They can't Misty Step with both of you. So. What to do? I don't think this would work. Yeah, no. Suggestion won't work because there's nothing reasonable he can suggest. So let's see. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of buzz. Yeah.
That counts as another one. You said it.
Yeah, it's true. They are going. Oh, that's so dangerous. Oh man, so dangerous. What could they do here? They can. They will. I have no. They will look at you. And is there any telepathic link set up between anybody, Aaren?
No, because I'm not looking at anyone.
Okay.
So I don't have a telepathic link.
Yeah, so... I have to think here. Does Byron stay or does Byron leave? Zoraius, I will ask you, what do you want Byron to do? Byron rolled a 19 to stay loyal. Because their first thought is that they shouldn't get caught here themselves. So they were ready to Misty Step out of here. But what would you prefer they do? Do you want help escaping? Do you want help taking this guy down, or...
I have a couple of non-lethal options.
Okay.
I have some things that could confuse them. I think ultimately we've still not obtained any information that we need to obtain here. So to pull out now would be a bigger defeat than to deal with everything that we have going on. I think there's a way to deal with this without it being a bigger issue. So okay. I would want him to stay and help us figure it out.
They go ahead and will find a place to hide momentarily, and they go ahead and cast... they're going to cast Mage Hand to knock one of those paintings off the wall by just pushing it off the hook. And as the painting falls, this guy looks back for a moment. Byron will use that moment to Misty Step out. So at least you're not trying to get both of you out at the same time. Other options they have are just limited. So he's trusting you to get yourself out at least. And this guy is, for a moment, distracted. That does bring us to your turn, Zoraius. What would you like to do?
So Byron miscued out.
Mm-hmm. He's now out the window 30 feet.
Okay.
You still have greater
Do we know-
invisibility if you want to try to stealth out, or if you have something else you want to try.
Yeah. Do we know if there's a basement?
There's not a. You know, Byron would have told you about the crypts that are somewhere under the house. You know roughly that those exist.
Okay. I will take an attack of opportunity at disadvantage as I move away from this person. My goal is to discombobulate. I'm invisible. Maybe they will lose me. And I think to help in that measure, I will do prestidigitation across the room to create a sensory effect or a noise as like clopping across the room.
Well, Byron's also already distracted them if you're just trying to stealth away.
Yeah.
Do you want to try rolling stealth first?
Yeah, let's try that.
Okay.
If I roll lower than a 10, guys, I'm going to be upset.
Do you have advantage?
Oh, look.
Hey!
I rolled it flat for 19 plus 3 for 22.
With that painting coming down, you get up. By the way, I want to be clear. You don't... This guy, like, getting caught is something to worry about, but this guy doesn't look like they're, you know, they're not like an assassin.
No. Yeah. I'm not...
But you move away. Where are you trying to get to?
Well, the goal would be to find a coffin, which I would assume would be like in a cellar or like in the attic, somewhere like...
So there's a crypt
So
that
crypt would be
is
the answer.
in the cemetery that's sort of outside the house. If you want to try to go through one of the windows or out the front door again.
Yep. I suppose just whichever way is fastest to the crypt.
Okay. Did you want to try using your dimension door? Or I don't know if you still have that.
I do still have it, but it is my last leveled spell. So if I can just trot my happy ass that way, I will do that.
Okay. You bolt out the front door, racing outside. This guy is momentarily distracted, then hears you, but is looking and doesn't see where exactly you went. As that's happening, you see Dunnick freaks out. Annabelle, what do you want? As they're yelling at your echo, Aaren. Aaren, when we come back around to you, what do you do?
He will snatch the necklace from off of Annabelle and
She
say,
screams.
Take your child and leave. We're robbing this place.
and
Now.
and just tell them to get on out of here.
One moment, please. We're still
Listen,
buffering.
this episode's gonna make for some great new reaction screenshots.
Y'all are all gonna go to prison at some point during this goddamn campaign. And it's gonna be for the weirdest reason.
We went last episode.
No. I'm aware. Hey, you guys are gonna make this a thing where it's every other time. Everyone's
Switching
gonna be in
gears
jail, at
here
least
for a
once.
moment. Philippa, could you please describe to us what's happening here?
I think Philippa was about to enter, is watching Fable perform this lovely song, and there's no one else in the room, and her eye is just twitching. And she's not looking at Fable. She's almost like staring past her. And very quick she turns. Right. And will exit the room and make a beeline towards the prince. Very gently, of course, if he's in a conversation, tap him on the shoulder. Your Majesty, I have a matter of extreme importance. I would need to speak with you immediately. Forgive me, Seer. I know that you are in a conversation, but this cannot wait.
Yes, of
No
course.
problem.
I
will
usher
gesture
him
to
from the
one of
room
their
immediately.
Where would you like to get the dining room or somewhere else?
We'll enter through the dining room. We haven't yet dined yet, and we'll just keep walking to the room that's on the far side, just to put a room between us. And I alert my Chamberlain to... I give him a nod. So my guards, at the very least, the guards that are at the brewer estate that are hired help, are now on high alert. And I seem hesitant to speak to the prince at first, until the guard leaves. Your Highness, if we may, in private. He may wait outside, but this is a delicate matter, like I said.
Give me a persuasion check.
Sure thing. I got a 13.
13. Right outside, he says to the guard. The guard nods, steps outside. What seems to be the issue, Philip?
Your Highness, I don't mean to be indelicate. I understand that your father, I believe, have handled the situation correctly. There are currently members of a certain defense organization at my family's estate, and I do believe they mean my family harm. I do mean that this is the most delicate of things. I understand. Who am I to question the king's will in this matter? But I do request your help in solving a problem it seems as though your family's inattentiveness has created.
Give me intimidation.
Do I have anything in intimidation?
I would say
bonus?
so. I would say you honestly have
many?
advantage in intimidation.
Ooh.
I will... 4 is my usual, so I'll just add 4 to this and I'll roll 2. And then just take the better. All right, first one's a 16. Let's see if I get better. Unnatural 20.
Okay. I understand. We will take care of this. They think on this for a moment. A delicate situation, and perhaps we should speak with them directly about this. They've always been reasonable.
I think that we have passed the point of reason when the Seer's father, who should have been experiencing any kind of a reaction to his actions that happened not earlier today, broke into my ancestral family home where my brother, his wife, and young child are currently residing. Now, I know that they're allowed to use the press in whatever way that they desire. Do not think that I am above it all simply because I understand the art of subtlety.
your king is on thin ice with many people out there, and I'm looking to have you here in order to bolster that, so that there can be some type of accord. This is not an accord. And if you allow these people who run around with powers beyond comprehension to do whatever they desire, you cannot think that everyone will stand to reason with this.
I will have gods sent immediately. I only suggest that we speak to the Seer, as she does answer for these people.
I should hope so. But I ask that it is done after the gods have taken a hold of the situation. I don't want them running off and making things worse, especially when the heir to my house, the only one, and his heir, an entire ancient noble family line, is on the line for this. I'm sure you understand the importance of it. So, I will go out there and make sure that everything runs smoothly for as long as you need to organize this. And I hope that when we are done here, that you will have a better handle on things. I know, believe me, many people know of your fondness for their little band. It is not a good look if you allow this to go unpunished. Least of all with the Seer getting to spend a day, one night, in a very plush prison.
There's a
I will leave you.
fury in the prince's eyes as you say this. Just the way you're even speaking to them. I will make sure it's handled. If you would excuse me.
Philip gives him a deep bow and sees herself out.
They
The
step
second
out.
she comes out, Sly is still standing there because that was her conversation interrupted. She hasn't really left. The second Philippa comes out, she goes, "Everything okay?"
To me,
Yes.
Philippa looks at you and you still see that there's a bit of her eye that's just still twitching. Of course. There's something about the Prince's Guards, I'm sure you understand. Having quite a respected member of state is a security risk, as you are yourself.
George, I have a ring of truth-telling given to me by Lucian. Can I please see if she is lying?
You can make an insight check.
I would like to do so. I have advantage on these. The highest is a 29.
Is that the first roll or the second roll?
18 first, 9 second.
Okay. You notice your ring of truth-telling doesn't seem to... Like, whatever it gives you when you talk with normal people to get, like, a sense, it's not giving you that for Philippa. But you've come to be able to read people fairly well. Philippa, what would they see through your expression, through your tone, and things like that? What would they glean based on a 27?
A barely constrained rage. It's well constrained, and that is probably part of the reason why it's cracking through, because there's so much anger she feels in this moment for how things are going, for how things are having to play out, for this party that she had, that and a guest arrived and they don't have enough fucking seats, and this is just the cherry on top of that. So her jaw is tense, but she's still smiling, and her hands are like very like just placed, seems in a natural fashion, but all her muscles are just in work at this moment. And it's all an attempt to make her seem just so. What can you do? The joys of having royalty.
Sly takes a bit of a step back. And I think you can tell that she sees something past what you are presenting. And she dips into a small curtsy. And in the mind link, Una and Fable hear, something's wrong. I don't know what it is. But there's a lot of rage in Philippa, and she just pulled the prince alone to talk. So that probably doesn't bode well. I don't know what's going on with Aaren and Zoraius, but
The prince
something
hasn't
is bad
returned to
and
the
she's
room
not happy.
either.
Is the prince, does he look normal still?
He has not returned to the room, so he.
Oh no, I mean I'm just saying that in the mind like
got it.
Yeah,
slide.
he's not here.
Should we be concerned about that?
I think he may have done that thing he did to break and enter into our space and may have just poofed out somewhere. Because there's no one else in there with him. So he can't be talking to someone.
It's a fairly big house. He may have just walked to one of the other rooms.
Oh, through that room. I'm sorry, I thought that was an enclosed space, so sorry.
No. There's doors in here and stuff like that.
Heard. Yeah, he hasn't come back yet. I don't know. He could not even be in this house. He could just be taking a moment to himself. I'm not sure, but Philippa does not seem happy. And that can't be good for us.
Has she ever seemed happy at any point we've seen her?
She seemed content, confident, and ahead of us. And right now, she seems to hate me. And she's never let that through before.
Sounds like we're doing something right then.
If it has anything to do with us at all. I'm worried something's going on we can't see.
Is everything all right, Philippa?
Yes, Father. We should be dining soon. Would you like to escort the Seer to her seat? She may need help finding it.
Oh, of course. Seer?
I think I should go wash up first. I want to make sure I'm clean. Where would that be?
Oh, right outside the door there.
Thank you. And she'll head that way instead. She's not she's not going in there.
They directed
No dinner?
this way. But is that where you're going?
Yes, I think I am going to go into the restroom, close the door behind me. If there's no one else in here, which is what I'd like to check first.
Nope.
Yeah. I'd like to...
World feels so small in here.
Yeah. If only we could stay in here the whole time and everything would be fine. I'd like to see if I can do something new. I would like to see if I can, without pulling the witness out, utilize the witness card. There is a horror inside of me, and I think it has everything to do with the fact that I didn't just see something. And I would like to do something like, if not directly, divination in this moment, or scrying to see where the prince is and in what state, or like what he's saying to wherever he might be. I'm trying to use the card in the way I know the witness would, without having the witness have to do it, basically.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an insight check as you sort of stare into your own eyes in the mirror, thinking about the witness.
23.
The cards. You don't summon the witness themselves, but the card glows and comes to your hand. And as you think on it, these thoughts of this desperate need to know, this fear of your guys' plans being found out, this desire to observe and watch, and even the fear of someone watching you do this right now, all washes over you. You attempt to scry. Are you specifically you want to scry on the prince?
Yes. I don't think I'll get anything out of trying to see what happened in the room before, because I don't know if that's not how the witness works, to my knowledge. It has to be something happening in the present. So yes, I'm trying to find the prince, see what he's doing. You
attempt this, and as you do, initially you get nothing. You think likely the prince themselves has some means of not being scryed on. It makes sense for someone head of state to have protections against things like that. But that said, you know that you could designate like a location if you would like to do that instead.
I would
or something
like to...
adjacent to the prince.
Yeah, I think I'd like to... Well, I know the room he went into and he hasn't come out of it yet. I think I'd like to be looking for that, or the... Yeah, no, he didn't bring the guard with him. That's kind of all I can do is check into the room I know he was in.
Like, if you want to pick one of his guards, you could do that.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Go ahead and give me another insight check.
Okay, good luck to me. A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You scry, and although you don't see the prince, you see this guard rushing into a room, telling other guards, telling a group of soldiers who have just recently, gotten themselves ready, telling them, "Let's go, we're heading out." And you see one of the mages, similar to Byron, enters this room and begins casting a spell.
Okay. Do I know what this spell looks like? Is it weaponry kind of looking spell, like a damage, or like a transportation or a communication spell? Like something... I'm not great with Arcana, but...
It looks similar to when Byron's done teleportation and things like that.
Uh-oh. And are they in the room that I saw Philippa and him walk into right now, the dining area?
No, they're not even... The room with Teresa? This guy, they're somewhere in the castle.
Yep.
So you think the prince likely did bamf out and is now...
Okay.
By the way, I would say you've never seen soldiers of the crown teleport anywhere. So this is like a huge expense for them.
Oh, goody.
Like they didn't teleport in. You wonder why they didn't teleport in to help the king. There are good reasons for that, probably having to do with wild magic. But, yeah, they're pulling a lot of stops here.
Incredible.
What would you like to do with that?
I have a message thingy. I'm going to use it.
Sending stone.
I don't know. Yes, sorry. Yes, a sending stone. I don't know who in the group has it, but I know that I have one, and so do they collectively.
I think it was Aaren or Pepper.
Yeah.
Was Aaren?
It'd be on Aaren, but Pepper would be the one to answer it since I'm currently occupying my echo.
Okay.
I think it's very quick. Hey, it's like, The prince is on the way with a bunch of royal guards teleporting to somewhere? Can only assume probably you guys. Is everything okay?
I'm. You hear Pepper? I may have overdone it. And she starts shaking Aaren. Aaren, you are inside the house. I would say by this point, in that brief amount of time, 1 second. Uh-oh, 1 sec. Go. Okay, that thing's freaking out. You're at the house in this brief amount of time. Let's just change the music up. There we go. Philippa's not supposed to be there. Get out of here.
Sly, I got DD too, so.
Okay.
In this brief
just
amount of
gonna label
time,
one
Aaren, the servant with the dagger that went after Zoraius, they've dropped their weapon. Dunnick, Annabelle, they've both completely surrendered. And then you feel Pepper like shaking you.
He would just tell them to take their stuff and leave and head to the nearest town.
Give me an
Those who are
intimidation
inside the
check at
house.
advantage.
I got a natural 20.
Natural 20. They are grabbing their stuff. You see them running out to the coach. Annabelle, the servant, and Dunnick, and you see other people in the house fleeing outside as well. What would you like to do?
I think he would go to the nearest window to make eye contact with Pepper and open up a psychic link. What's going on?
Sly said something about the prince and guards, soldiers, teleporting.
Oh, joy. All right. And I think he'll go downstairs and... Are you invisible, Zoraius, or you went outside?
They're outside and invisible.
Yeah, outside and invisible. I don't know how long it's been since I've been invisible, but...
It's still well within the, I think, 1 minute.
Okay, yeah.
I think actually invisibility might be 10 minutes.
Greater invisibility is 1 minute.
Okay, 1 minute, yeah. You're still within that time.
I think he'll just say to Pepper, call them over and let them know that we've got to get out as soon as possible. I'm going to look around to try to see if I can find something.
You're calling out who?
To Pepper to try to find the other two outside.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. Pepper hasn't really done this trick before. I'm just gonna roll a d20 for them.
We're getting so many Pepper treats tonight.
Yeah, Pepper. Yeah. Really being put under the gun. That does not work. They're gonna make a perception check. Byron! Zoraius! Zoraius, give me a perception check.
Alrighty. Perception. 13.
13. You hear Pepper shouting to you from the tree line, like in a controlled whisper, but it's like very audible. She's waving to you.
I'll clap my happy ass over that way and abandon the crypt.
You head in that direction. Byron comes with you. Aaren, what is it you're trying to look for?
I'm going to see if I can check out, you said there was an addict.
Yeah.
I will attempt to take a quick look up there before I dismiss that guy.
Okay.
See if I can find...
You do that. Outside, Pepper relays the information to you, Zoraius, and Byron. Byron informs you, we have maybe maybe 15 minutes before a crew like that gets here. They're gonna send an early party first, clear an area. The kind of magic they're doing could explode, so, well, unless they probably have spell scrolls. So, we maybe 10 minutes.
Okay. I guess we should find what we were looking for and get out of here.
They say that. Aaren, give me an investigation check.
Right. I'll use guidance as well. That's another natural 20 for
Wow.
a 23. Plus 1 for 24.
You see upstairs there's again it's like a furnished attic. It's not like it's like just a storage area, but it does look like some of these rooms haven't been touched. You open up one room, it doesn't look like it's been touched in a very long time. There is a small piano in this room, and it has sheet music on it. And it looks like this was likely one of the rooms of, based on the decor, you think this might be one of the ladies' rooms, like the ladies of the house. It doesn't look like it's been touched in a very long time. But nothing else untoward. Is there anything specific you want to try to find? I can see if there's anything like that.
No, I don't even know what I'd really be looking for at this point. Yeah, no, I'm good. You can just go to Zoraius.
You look through this room. It does look like, from what you would gather, this is probably like this room was sentimental, and it's been kept this way in memory of this person. But more than that, it just looks like someone's things that have been here for a very long time. Zoraius, what about you?
After getting the information from Pepper and Byron, back towards the crypt and or cemetery thing, wherever
It's cemetery,
that is.
and there's an entrance to the crypt there. Yeah.
Copy.
Okay, you race there. Give me one moment. Aaren, would you regroup with them, or is there anything else you want to do? Aaren?
No. No, I'll dismiss my echo, regroup with Pepper, and then we'll go group up with everyone near the gravesite.
Okay, got it. One second.
Yeah, once Aaren comes over, it seems like all stealth measures are kind of out the window. Any opinions on me blasting this door open?
You're saying that to me?
Yep.
I could try lock picking it. I'm gonna try to stealth of him.
You could actually probably do an athletics check. It's like a crypt. I don't think it's probably locked. It's probably just like heavy stone doors.
Gotcha. I can do an athletics check for it.
Go for it. And while you're doing
That's a 20.
20, easy peasy. Yeah, you push this thing open. You guys rush down here. Byron will actually with Pepper coming with you guys, Byron will ask that you push it back, which I'm just gonna give that to you because that's no reason to roll to check twice. You guys seal the door. Byron says, okay, look around if you want. I'm gonna prepare a way to get us out of here. And they start preparing a teleportation circle. So that puts you guys here. One moment. Come on, Byron. There you are.
Yeah. I'll light up my flail for some light in here.
Okay. Very good. Okay, that puts you guys here. 1 second while I change the music. Nope. We need something. Actually, maybe even that. Yeah, this works. Okay, you guys find yourselves here.
Yeah,
Take this area to do teleportation.
I feel like at this point it's kind of just quickly going through everything we can. Do we still have detect magic up, do you think?
I think Aaren might, unless they did anything else concentration wise. I don't think they did though. I know you've jumped between a few things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can still have it up. And then I'll also have light. Oh, let me double check. I think I should have light as well. Yeah, I have dancing. Actually, I only have dancing lights. I don't have light as a cantrip. Never mind. I'll keep that up then and just light a torch instead.
Okay. Yeah, you light a torch.
And I'll have MaeLeFay with me to help investigate. Not with the detecting the magical things part, but like maybe looking for, I don't know, poking at certain walls to see if anything's like false or something like that. Is how you'd be helping me look around.
Okay. So you're looking around, MaeLeFay's with you. Zoraius over here, you see several urns. These look like extended family members. Like none of these are the lords or ladies of the house. In this room, there's another urn, but also you see there are vines growing into this room, and a large plant that looks like almost a pitcher, and it is the moment you get in here, you hear you smell something very funky, and that smell strikes you, and you can hear the buzzing of insects, and you look at this thing, and it's got you can see there's as your light shines on it, there's a bunch of dark objects inside of this thing.
Dark objects inside of the plant?
You can see through its skin a little bit with your light, and you can see that there's dark spots inside of this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna blast that with flail scorch.
Okay, you blast it.
It's not an urn, it's a plant, so who knows?
The plant,
I could be doing people favors.
Ruptures, and a bunch of goo comes out, along with a whole ton of dead flies. More dead flies and insects and beetles and things like that than you've ever seen in one spot. Give me a con save.
Yep. Con save. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You managed not to lose your lunch looking at that. Elsewhere, Aaren, you see these various there are sarcophagi on each side of the room leading this way.
I think I will investigate those. Also, too, looking for the sigil that's on the metal as well.
Yeah, that's on both of them. From what you can gather, you see there are names. This side, the right side, looks like lords, and this left side looks like ladies.
And there was a person who passed recently in the family. Are they buried down here?
Recently. Give me one moment.
Or
The most recent person who passed. The most recent person who passed was Beth Mears. It was some years ago, but they were the most recent.
Okay.
You would find their coffin along with Vera Quaif, Edwina Brewer, and Cecil Amandi.
Okay. Am I detecting any magic from any of these coffins as I walk by them?
No magic coming from them. No magic from them. I was gonna say some of these candles might have like something, but no, nothing crazy.
Okay, then I think the thing I'd be looking for amongst all these are ones that have either like claw marks around the lid, or if they look, some of them look as though they've been opened recently.
Give me a perception or investigation.
Another natural 20.
Natural 20.
For a total of 23.
Nothing looks abnormal in terms of like damage or claw marks on any of them, except for one. This one of actually the most recent person who died, Beth Mears. It does look like there are like faint claw markings, like something. And you look, it looks like this was opened recently.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say recently, I want to be clear, more recent than anything else that's been touched in here. But probably, like, you don't see any signs of, like, oh, yesterday or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Do we start cracking open some of these bad boys?
Listen, I just work here.
No. Yeah, I think he's, even though knowing that we're kind of limited on time, I think he's going to summon an echo, and they're going to take turns going through and cracking open, just to take a peek at each one to make sure that there's still a regular corpse inside of each of those.
Okay. All of them?
Yeah, I think we're going row by row, and just trying to move as quickly as possible to just take a peek.
You open up Beth Mears' coffin, and there's nothing inside.
Mm-hmm.
Your echo opens up this coffin, and inside, I gotta move you, sorry. There is the body of a humanoid at this point. It looks shriveled up. It looks fairly well dressed, but it looks emaciated. This looks to be the body of this is the body of Tybalt Callum Migesh.
And are we seeing regular humanoid anatomy?
Yep.
Okay.
Including teeth, George?
Yep. That is correct.
Okay, and then he's going to go to the next set.
I'll have Zoraius move over here so we can see more. You open these up one by one, and as you do, it's like opening them, and then the pace at opening them becomes faster as you keep seeing repeated a similar pattern. All of the men have bodies in their graves. Lord Alden Callum Migesh, Lord Callum Alden Migesh II, Lord Dunnick Callum Migesh. But all the women are gone. all the ladies of the house are missing.
George, what was the name on the urn? The golden one from the other room.
That was... Good question. That one was Natasha Stillwell.
Does that name ring any bells from for us?
You probably, I'm guessing you guys might be sharing information, asking questions.
Yeah.
Byron would answer, that was Lord Dunnock Callum Megesh's wife.
And what's the significance here? Was he the original homeowner and thus she gets a special urn, or?
Based on the other urns over here that you were looking at, I'll put you back over here. These are like extended family members, so not like the main line. This is actually the only lady of the house who has an urn. She wasn't the first by any means. She's in the history of this family, she's somewhere in the middle of the pack. But she was a lady of the house.
Mr. Steal Your Girl right in the bag of holding. I'm taking her.
All right.
Yep.
Cool.
We found a lady of the house. We found a lady. She's coming with us. We don't have time.
You
Well, you have a bag of holding?
I do, yeah.
I also do.
Okay. You steal an urn?
There's no ladies in here. I found a lady. We're taking her.
Do you
We ain't got time.
You know, I assume the lid screws on, so I'm assuming it doesn't just accidentally open in your bag of holding.
I hope not.
We're gonna make that assumption.
I got food in there.
Otherwise, you guys go through every crypt, and all of them are the same. The men are all there. They look. I mean, these bodies are very old, but they look rough.
Got it. I think he'll go through, check the rest of the hall, confirming all those, and then go back on the other side to meet up with Zoraius, and then see that pile of goop.
Yeah, there was a pitcher plant filled with bugs and flies and roaches and all kinds of other stuff. Oh, and
Is that the origin point of slum rot? Or does it have to do with slum rot?
Honestly, I should have thought about it a little further. It just looked gross, and I thought it looked evil, so I shot it.
Right.
I took this, and I reached into the bag of holding and pulled up the gold urn. I just figured I would let you know that I was doing this so that it's not a surprise later. I figured, lady of the house, maybe there's some kind of lore that we can make later.
We're in deep now.
I mean,
Might as well.
Yeah.
As he puts the metal inside of the bag of holding as well. All right. I think we should skedaddle.
Yep.
Unless there's anything else that you can think of.
No.
Should we take a sample of that?
Well, actually, there is something I wanted to try real quick. George, down on the bottom side of the map, there's a statue holding a bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make an investigation check on that thing? Is there glyphs, wards, magic, anything?
You carefully examine it very thoroughly. It looks like it is a statue, likely meant to hold flowers or offerings or maybe a ceremonial fire of some kind. It's just a statue.
Okay.
Fair. I mean, it's fair for you to look, but yeah, it's just a statue.
Okay. I won't, audience, I won't bleed into it, but I really want to. And I guess I will take a sample of the pitcher goo.
I'll take a goop sample.
A goop sample.
You
Come
both
on
take
with
goop
this.
samples. Both of you make a con save.
Okay. Listen, I got an 8.
Luck had to run out eventually.
Yep.
Both
We
of
were
you.
under duress.
the smell and just the amount of dead insect corpses, like the goop you pull out, it's just like clump of dead flies just splats on the ground. For me, it's the most disgusting thing in the world. Based on your con saves, it's also the most disgusting thing in the world for your characters as well. So you both feel sick to your stomach, but otherwise you're fine. You don't get slum rot or something if that's what you're thinking, but disgusting. Byron looks at you all. Do we have what we came here for, or?
There's no hidden. I think there's nothing we saw in the investigation that seems like a hidden wall or
I'll say this
passage
much,
or any of the
because you guys
such.
have rolled some high rolls throughout this. Aaren, you rolled a nat 20 up in the attic. You guys rolled fairly well coming down here as well. The thing you're leaving here with is you're sure that, at least in terms of in the house or in this crypt, there's nothing you haven't seen. There's no like hidden coffin room or something like that in here. But that does rule out a very important location for those kind of things to be. But you're sure of it. You guys tear through this place.
All right, I think we're ready to bamf on out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, one last thing. Thank you for someone reminding me of this. There's one last thing. There is a spot there for when you went through all the coffins. There is a spot for Alden Tybalt Migesh to be buried. So that's already been set up. There's no there's not like a coffin or anything there, but like it looks like okay. And as the as he dies and everything, whatever, this will be his resting place, that kind of thing, preparing. But not like a crypt or a grave or anything like that. Beyond that, Byron will look at you both. Where to then?
Back to upscale defenses.
Not the...
And then...
Oh, yeah.
No, we go back there since they're on alert. We go back home. Horse and carriage. Go pick up Sly for when they're done at the dinner. Business as usual. We were never here.
They literally can't prove that we were ever here, so...
Goes to burn the DNA evidence.
They don't have that.
They don't have that.
Burn the forensics.
Byron will go ahead and cast teleportation. Could somebody just roll a D100 for me?
Don't worry, Aaren. With my luck, I'll take care of it. Don't worry, guys. What could go wrong? That's a 32.
32. Okay. Oh, 32? Yeah, okay. You go ahead and... Yeah, you end up teleporting. You guys teleport to Bearport. Let me just double check the teleportation. D&D. 32. You guys are exactly on target with that. You vanish and reappear at upscale defenses. Elsewhere, you guys are at the manor house. Anything from you all before we wrap up for the night?
I think it depends on what Sly comes out with, if she has any.
Yeah, while in the bathroom, I think because her mother's the one that answered, before she goes back out with everyone, she says, "Okay, well, be safe. I love you guys. Just be good and make good decisions, and okay. I'll see you tonight." And she like puts the sending stone down in her hand and holds it like a worry stone almost, and then we'll go back to join the rest of the guests for dinner.
You exit just as everyone is beginning to sit down, and we'll go ahead and put everybody in places. And you prepare anything from you, Fable?
I guess the only thing is my counter charm. I'm supposed to be within 30 feet of them, so once they've all moved from the waiting room, I might kind of like shift over closer to theirs, so I'm still within range.
Okay.
Of the people I'm trying to protect, which are Cyanuna and that other guy.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, you'll move yourself closer, and everybody comes in here to sit. And that's gonna be there, and you're gonna be over here.
Remember my carefully planned seating chart, George.
Yeah.
My nights I spent poring over the setup.
Perfect.
There we go.
The amount of red string I use trying to figure out relationships between people. So I could do this artfully.
And yeah, everyone gets settled in and seated. While that is happening, guards do appear at the Migesh estate. Moments after Aaren and Byron and Zoraius and Pepper vanish, they are opening up the crypt, only to find that no one's inside. Though, surely someone will come and investigate later and see if anything's been disturbed. But that said, you guys have gotten away. You are back at upscale defenses just as they're sitting down for dinner. So next week, we will continue this dinner. Wonderful. We should have Una with us. And see what the rest of the party does now that they're back in town. I believe you said you guys were going to go and try to reunite with the others and pick them up from the dinner. Just act like casual, like nothing happened.
Well,
the plan?
Part of the plan was that we were going to go back to the brewer estate and then also investigate while the dinner was happening.
Mm-hmm.
So, public appearance-wise, I'm just going to pick my daughter up from dinner.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we will leave off there. Tonight didn't go as I expected, but that's part of the fun of this game.
We're gonna have to explain this to Sky later, you guys.
Oh yeah, who wants to break that to them?
I had no regrets. The dice made us do it.
Oh yeah.
You're at the same convention.
Yeah.
I can just I'll give Sky the breakdown.
Yeah.
We'll talk it over New York City hot dogs.
Yeah. It'll be great.
So
Silver lining.
We robbed a house.
That is all for us tonight. Couple last things. One, we will be back. We will be back for another episode next week, unless something goes horribly wrong. But we'll be back for another episode next week. We also have, in 2 more weeks, we have the return of Defenders of Phandelver. That is going to be on Sunday, September 6th at 11 a.m.
What do you mean September's in 2 weeks? Stop.
Yeah, right. And also, it'll be just before the it is just before the season finale of Fears and Fortunes season 5. So That is going to be a very busy week for us. And before we wrap up, this is the last week we can tell you to do this, so I'm going to be you're going to hear it all over social media from me. I apologize, but we need to let you know now is your last chance to go ahead and vote in the Crit Awards for our amazing performers. Moz, who played the Puppet Mistress, nominated for Best Villain. Daniel, who you saw on display tonight, handling situations very swiftly, despite things going sideways. Daniel nominated for Best Player in a D&D campaign. Absolutely well-deserved. And we've been nominated for Best Lyrical Song of the Year. And finally, we've been nominated for Best Up-and-Coming Channel on Twitch. So please go ahead and vote for us. If you could, just follow the QR link and fill out that form. It would mean the world to us if we could win another one this year. Because, last year, we were so lucky because our wonderful Meadow won Best D&D Player of the Year last year. So we would love to be 2-time winners of that, or of just really anything in the Crit Awards. It'd be great. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Till then, goodbye, good night, and here we go.
We're gonna go exorcise our dice.
Exercise our dice.
Fear is how it starts. Unsure what you'll find. It could tear you apart. You take a leap of chance. You break your mother's oath now. Macabre is the dance. And set free are the ghosts. Will a card save us here? Will it spell out our dooms? Only one thing is clear. We face fears and fortunes. Fears and fortunes. The cards don't ever lie. There's only 14 ghosts. But a